Alright, today I'm going to show you guys how it is that I set up my ads through Facebook's Meta. I'm going to take you through how it is that I target the correct couples. How it is that I set up and run ads for wedding photography that have worked the best for me. Now, if you've ever ran ads through Meta, I'm sure you've dumped a lot of money and never got any leads through it. So I'm going to take you step by step and show you what it is that you need to be generating those leads consistently. Alright, the first thing that you're going to want to do is have yourself a landing page. What a landing page is something that they're going to be clicking on your ad, that it's going to take them to this where they can submit for information. So the way that I set up my ads is I put on there, inquire for a free engagement shoot, or something about a free engagement shoot. And when they click on it, this is the page they're going to come to. You generally don't want them just going to the home page or the main screen of your website. That's when you tend to have a higher bounce rate. And the bounce rate is just when they click on one page and they leave. They don't look at anything. I want them coming straight to the page here that talks about, the inquire about a complimentary engagement session, and then the get in touch. And the get in touch is where it has all kinds of different information on here that I am getting from the couple. So that's the first thing you want to do. Make sure you have yourself a landing page. And again, the way I have mine set up is, as you can see here in the navigation, there's no way for you to be able to click to the landing page. The landing page is only from the ad that I run through Facebook. Okay, so right here what we have is the main part of the ads manager for Facebook, Meta, whatever it is you want to call it. You can see here I've already got one that's running right now. So what we're going to do is we are going to set up a new one. So we're going to want to go to create. Now they have a whole thing now where they have the Meta AI guide set up. You can try it out if you want. I have messed with it a little bit and I wasn't a huge fan of how it worked. So we want to go with traffic. The reason we want traffic is because we are sending them to a landing page. Don't ever use like the lead forms through here. I think they're absolute garbage. They don't work and you're just going to be throwing your money down the drain. So again, we're just going to manual traffic campaign. We want to set it up all ourselves. Again, I haven't seen their AI and the way that it sets up work all that well. Okay, so here we are in the beginning of it. So we can set it up. I'm just going to set it up as YouTube video. That way I know which one it is I set up. Our bid strategy, I always just go with ad set budget, where it's going to kind of fluctuate, but I've got it set. You can set it like $5, but it might go up to $8 someday. It's just kind of doing an auction type, where it wants to ramp it up during peak periods when it knows that people are more likely online and they're more likely to engage. It's just asking some questions, special ad categories. You're not going to have to worry about any of this. We're just going next. Again, it's already set because I had said that I wanted it as a traffic, so we're doing the website. Of course, we want maximum number of landing page views because we want the most amount of people to get to that page. Okay, now this is a really big part that you need to set. This is what is going to make your ad actually work. Now, as default, it's going to advertise to anybody within the United States. Now, you might be willing to travel anywhere in the United States, but that's just going to be a lot of wasted clicks and a lot of wasted money when you just have it spread throughout the entire United States. We want to narrow it down to our specific area. So we come in, and where it says cities, click cities. Go ahead and click edit. As you can see, because it already knows a lot of the ones that I do, because I've set up ads before in here. What you do is just search your locations. Let's say Los Angeles. So it's going to pop up. Oh, well, it did pop up. It's going to pop up. Put it in. This is one of your big things right here is you want to make sure that you have all of these set. Actually, I want to take Kansas City out. I want to take Waterloo out. I want to take Cedar Rapids out. That, look, right there is a good one for me. That's right. All of these cities I'm right in the middle of about all these towns right here. So that's a good area that I usually advertise to. Okay, next thing that I do is I go here to the Manage Rule Sets in Advertising Settings. It's going to open up another window here. Then we want to create a rule set. Select criteria. We want audience. Want to go age or gender, anything like that, different audiences. But I'm going to go age. So the age range that I like to do for wedding photography, I'm not a big fan of the 18. I like about 21 to about 40. So we're just going to go 18, 25, 35. I think that's a pretty good age right there to add into it, that we want it to only advertise those. I don't want it to advertise to somebody who is, 70 years old. A 70-year-old getting married, 60-year-old getting married, is very, very slim. You know, we're looking for somebody in that late 20s, early 30s range is generally where you're going to find that audience for wedding photography. Now, if you want to set up an ad for, say, senior yearbook photography, something like that, then you're going to want to target somebody more that is in their, late 30s into their 40s that are going to be parents of children that are, 16, 17, 18 years old. The way that you set up your criteria here is all going to be kind of based off of what it is that you're trying to do. Now, if you're doing family photography, then it could definitely be the same age range here. You've got a lot of parents that are early 20s into, their late 40s. So that's where that's all coming at. But I just don't want it to advertise to any age gap there. I'm trying to narrow down as much as I can who it's targeting. Okay, so now we are back onto the main part here. We've got our rule sets kind of set, our criteria, who it is that we are trying to advertise to. Now all I'm doing is we are going to set up, the way that I do it is I usually just use static images. Those I have found worked the best. I have used Reels before and I didn't get a whole lot of engagement on them. I think people tend to just sit there and kind of swipe through a lot of videos, so they don't pay attention to it. Where a nice photo pops up, they tend to look at it and see what exactly it is that is popping up in front of them. Okay, now where it says ad setup, a lot of times it'll be set to use an existing post. So it's going to try to use a post from your business page that it wants to push that as the advertisement. That is not what we want to do. We want to create an ad. So here, now we're going to be able to add in anything we want. We're going to be able to add in whatever image, whatever the text is going to be, and the headline for it. So we're going to go manual upload. We want single image or video. Carousel, again, I haven't had a whole lot of luck with that. It's been single static images that have worked the absolute best for me. And then destination, we want them to go to the website. So here's where I am going to type in the web address that I want them to go to. And now your browser add-ons, I like to just put Messenger. So I don't want there to ever be any type of form that they're going to use that's through Facebook. They can either message me or they go to the landing page where they're going to submit a form that's going to get sent to me through my email, and I can email them back or I can text or call or whatever it is. Set up a time to be able to have a video chat with them is usually what I do. Okay, so under ad setup, we want to go get started. Okay, so the next part, under add creative, you'll see where it shows media required. We want to set up our creative, so we're going to go image add. Now it's going to open up all the different photos that I've used before for different ads and stuff like that. It makes it a little easier for me to grab one, put it in, and just continue on. So I'm going to select a couple here to just put in. Now what do I want to use? I kind of like this one here. I like that one too. I'm just going to put 3 in. Put as many as you want. The more the better. Just make sure you've got a good solid image in there, something that's going to catch people's attention. So now this is where you're going to put your primary text. What I do is I'm pushing a free engagement session, that it's a complimentary engagement session when they book me as their wedding photographer. Anytime somebody's shopping, they like to see types of deals, be it a discount, be it that they're getting something, something free. That's just our society's mentality. Of course, everybody likes something free. It grabs their attention. It wants them to click on that link and submit that form. And that's what we're after. We want to generate the leads that we're able to kind of weed out from people that are actually wanting to book a wedding to the people that are just trying to get something free. Okay, so now I have put in the primary text where I've got it says inquire about free engagement session. For the headline, I just put creative wedding photography. And we got that in there. Everything's showing green. We're good. Go next. Now what this is here is this whole AI thing. It wants to do this AI thing to all of your images. It changes them all up, and I really can't stand it. I don't do any of these. Just leave it how it is. Don't touch any of these at all. Anybody that sees AI images are going to tend to want to not work with somebody. That society is definitely pushing against AI. As much as AI is being forced upon us, society is definitely pushing back from that. So now it's showing what it is that this ad's going to look like. It's just kind of playing through. It'll pop up the text. When they click on it, it takes them to that landing page that I showed you. And translate to Spanish. It's up to you if you want to use that or not. I don't, because I don't speak Spanish. I don't want somebody to message me or call me or be in a video chat where they speak Spanish and I'm unable to communicate with them. So I don't want it translating into another language that I don't speak myself. But it is a nice option if you yourself are bilingual. So we're done there. That is all set up there. So we have our areas set, our age is all set. We have our media all picked out. We have our call to action is set. So right now it is set up where that button's going to say see details, and that's what's going to take them to that landing page and encourage them to fill out the form. Now this is where you can set up like the tracking for the event. I think this one, I don't use it because I use Squarespace, so I'm able to see all my analytics on there and see how many people I actually have clicking on it, engaging, staying on there, all that stuff. But you can use the tracking to find out for sure, how many people are clicking on it, how much time they're spending on there, various things like that. That's something you can look into. But so you have the basic setup right here. This is the way that I do my Facebook ads and I set them up. And since the beginning of this year, I have generated over $35,000 worth of income just from running ads. So we click publish, you're gonna see it, it's gonna pop up, it's gonna say in draft as it's loading up here, and boom, now processing. So it takes a little bit of time. You'll get a notification that it is running, but right now it's just it's Facebook's checking it over, make sure everything's good and that it's good to start advertising it. Usually doesn't take very long, and that's when you'd be coming back into your campaigns, your account overviews. But I hope that helps out some of you on how to properly set up some of these ads for photography. Specifically, mine is for wedding photography, but you can use that same method. The biggest part is making sure that you narrow it down to your area and you get certain criteria into it so that it's only advertising to select people. We want to get that number down as low as we can. We don't want to be advertising to 300 million people. We want to be advertising to about 50,000 within your area that are more likely to book with you. Hit like and subscribe and follow along if you like videos like this. I try to do videos once a week when my schedule allows me.